Hi, welcome. My name is Dr. John Mason. I'm with Masters of the Journey. Today I have a special guest, a brand new guy to Bellingham, Gene Golden, and he has been studying Tai Chi Ch'uan since 1975. He's an expert teacher. He works with groups. He loves to work with individuals. And I want him to give you a little bit of an idea of his passion for Tai Chi Ch'uan and how he can share that with people.
You're mispronouncing it.
Well, I'm mispronouncing it. How do you pronounce it?
Tai Chi Ch'uan.
Okay.
Not Tai Chi Ch'uan. Tai Chi Ch'uan.
Ch'uan, okay. I'm sorry, I mispronounced it. So, how did you get started, and why is it your passion?
It started out at the time I was quite young, 21 years old, and living in New York City, and I think it was a combination of learning that it was a very gentle kind of considerate, for lack of a better term, but martial arts to me envision people beating other people quite severely, and I had met a few people that studied Tai Chi Ch'uan, and they were very gentle people, and it was a very flowing, literally soft martial art, but the other element of gaining some calm, some inner peace, strengthening the body was all very attractive to me. And another interesting aspect was totally unanticipated was Tai Chi is a healing art. And even though I was young, I had chronic bronchitis. Every winter I would get it for longer and longer, and finally I was having 4 months of bronchitis in those New York winters, and I was practicing Tai Chi Ch'uan for maybe 2 years, and I was like, wait a minute, I didn't get sick this winter. And so there are just so many aspects over time that were unexpected and unanticipated about the art. And my teacher, William C.C. Chen, who's very well known Tai Chi grandmaster at this stage in life, he's 86 now, still with us and practicing and teaching. He was the most gentle human being I had ever met. So just meeting him and shaking his hand, it was this little gentle little handshake. I just went, wow, I want to be like this guy. That was my attraction.
So some people think that Tai Chi is just a meditative form of movement. And you told me that you really like people to know that it is from martial arts and that it can be used for protection and for confidence. Can you say just a little bit more about the different versions of or misconceptions?
Exactly. That's a perfect thing, because it really started, Tai Chi Ch'uan is 1,000 years old, and the word Ch'uan in Chinese means fist. So it's literally translated as grand ultimate boxing. But grand ultimate is really not like a comparative statement. It's more like the Taoist principles that Tai Chi Ch'uan is based on. Grand ultimate is the Tao. It encompasses everything. So it's really great internal, external boxing. And that was definitely a factor. But in China, as of about 40 years ago, they began, maybe it was they didn't want, 10 million martial artists roaming the streets of China, so they just decided to extract Tai Chi Ch'uan from Wushu, which was the Kung Fu and the fighting arts, and it became Tai Chi, which is, generally known as Tai Chi for health. And that's what it became as of about 40 years ago, and that's what's being exported to a large degree from China. And of course it's very sad, because what about the other 900 years of practice? It's now getting thrown out the window. So I believe that there are a nucleus of people that are practicing the art in its original approach. And the interesting thing is, because a lot of people have said to me, oh, I really don't want to learn Tai Chi for fighting, I'm just not interested in that. And there's a thing that they don't understand, because everybody has a vision in their mind of what fighting is, and it's contentious and it's not peaceful, and they just go, that's not my interest. But it really doesn't have to be your interest. The idea of your body is in itself at war with bacteria every day. Cancer cells get, neutralized by T cells in your body. I mean, it's just a fact of nature and life and the Tao that there is strife, there is chaos. And to be able to manifest a calm and balanced position is really what the Tai Chi fighting is really, there's only one person fighting, and that's the opponent. I'm not, as my friend said, he just, Tai Chi is loving the other person more than he loves you. You have no fear, you embrace the energies, oh, you're doing that. And once you hold it, you feel it, and you can redirect it, and in a very gentle way, cause it to not actually have to come to blows. And I've had instances where I've been attacked and I applied it, and literally I just took the desire of that person to attack me. When he felt what I was doing, he just made that decision that, oh, I don't need to do this. And he didn't get hurt, and I didn't get hurt. And on an occasion or two I got thanked, and it was just, but I'm going to control that energy, and I'm going to be open to it. I'm going to move towards it, not away from it, and need to defend myself against it.
So Gene, I just met Gene, and we've had this conversation off camera. There's three things that he's passionate about. He's definitely passionate about getting into Tai Chi as the meditation, as a health thing to improve the way you focus, the way you use your energy. His passion also is to teach that the background, the basis of this is in martial arts, and the reason why the moves are the way they are is to defend yourself and transmute the energy that's maybe coming at you in an aggressive way. But the third thing that he's passionate about is the Tao. And it's the spiritual side of this entire connection of mind, body, spirit. And his teaching helps to translate that into this art form. And that's why I was drawn and excited by the fact that he is now local and be willing to work with small groups and then take the individuals and really take them to the highest level. Was that a fair thing to say?
I think that was well put.
So, and we're going to, after this brief introduction, he's going to do a small demonstration on a second video, just to keep these things short. And I don't know that we'll be able to do that very well in this film studio, which is actually my dining room. So we're going to do our best to see if we can demonstrate this. Yes, but this is for men, this is for women, this is for children, this is for people who are even a little bit further along in the aging process. Who are you? Who's your ideal client here?
Well, since Tai Chi tends to actually define itself by wrapping itself in a way around the practitioner, what do you need? And so Tai Chi is so many things, and again, it gets back to its definition as grand ultimate. I mean, that's really quite a statement, because everybody is in a different position in their lives, and everybody needs things sort of that uniquely relate to them and will fit them. And they said in times of war, Tai Chi Ch'uan became more about defense and effectiveness, and in peaceful times it became a more spiritual, the idea of Tai Chi. One of the things woven into it from its inception was to increase the lifespan, was to create for its practitioners the ability to live longer on the planet. Maybe they figured longer life, you figure things out. That's a good thing for everybody. And they say in the pursuit of Tao, or the understanding of it, that you observe. People don't tell you how it works. They say anyone who tells you probably doesn't really know. And so you're told to see in nature, see in the trees, see in the air, see in the water. How does the Tao work? How do things respond to the energy that's evident around the planet? And so that's what, right now the trees are a great teacher for me. The way they move in the wind, the way the roots hold, the way, they adapt and persevere, and their power, their strength. A lot of people say, oh, do Tai Chi Ch'uan for balance. And the balance in Tai Chi is not like, putting something to balance. It digs in to the earth, and your feet screw into the earth, and that's how you have balance, is by connecting deeply your roots into the soil of the planet, which is exactly what a tree is doing. So they're my teacher at this point. And so the people that I'm trying to attract are people, it's a healing art. So people with conditions that are not responding to maybe traditional medical treatment, or they just seem to be persevering. And my recommendation is to many people is to try Tai Chi Ch'uan and see if that doesn't generate a healing energy in the body. And interestingly, Tai Chi Ch'uan is based on the principles of Chinese medicine, which, whether it be through acupuncture or through herbal treatment, but in Chinese medicine, they feel that every illness, every affliction of the body is related to qi, which is the internal energy of the body, that it's either too much qi or too little qi, and they go about regulating that through the ingestion of herbs, the application of needles in acupuncture. But Tai Chi Ch'uan is a way for the individual to regulate the flow of their own qi on a daily basis through practice. So many medical, my teacher's teacher, who was very famous Tai Chi great grandmaster, Chen Man-ching, they said he was dying of tuberculosis and was hospitalized with the doctor said, you're not going to recover. This is going to be fatal. And he was introduced, they brought a Tai Chi master in, and just watching him do Tai Chi movements at the foot of his bed, he was able to sort of draw some of the Qi from him, and began weekly, trying to sit up and imitate the movements. And he got stronger and was able to stand up and do the movements, and he eventually cured himself completely of the tuberculosis. And he just went on to master the art and teach so many people that went on to become wonderful masters themselves. My teacher, William Chen, Ben Lo, T.T. Liang, Wan Chan Xian, all were his students. So it was a great legacy to be one of the Chen Man-ching family, and I'm second generation.
I'm going to put you on the spot, Gene. And we're going to conclude this introduction with this, and then he'll give you a little bit of contact information. If you can think back, when was the first real aha moment for you? What was the magic that triggered at least 44 years of study? Was there one moment in time, or can you just share one experience where you really got that flash of insight and the passion that goes along with making this a commitment for you?
I can. William Chen always said, at first you're practicing Tai Chi Ch'uan on trust of the teacher saying, this is going to be good for you, amazing things are going to happen. But in every person's practice, there's some incident that occurs where they see, oh wow, this just happened. This didn't happen before. And then you know that Tai Chi is a real thing. And so for me, I was walking in Central Park with my girlfriend at the time, and we were at the hill at 72nd Street, and it's the steepest hill in Central Park, and I'm walking down the hill and, looking out ahead of me, and I hear this just like a whir of air being displaced, and I had no idea what it was, and it quickly was upon me, and I heard my teacher's voice in my head saying, be empty, and my whole body just did what it had learned to do in Tai Chi Ch'uan, is, be empty. And what it turned out that it was a guy flying down the hill on his 10-speed bicycle, probably doing 25 miles an hour, and he's looking at the people sunbathing in the field, and he doesn't see me, and I know I'm going to get hit, and that bike just hit me, and that empty just allowed the bike to just like right through me and keep going. And it actually, I just got empty, and when the bike hit, it kind of spun my body, causing my foot to come forward. So I continued walking without breaking stride after getting hit full on by this guy on the bicycle. And he whipped around. He realized he had hit somebody, and he wasn't looking at me. He was looking on the ground for the guy he ran over. And there was just this guy calmly walking around. And I was like, no, it couldn't have been him. Where's the guy I hit? And I realized Tai Chi just saved me. If I had tensed on the moment of impact, I would have been splattered on the concrete. And it was just that, hearing my teacher's voice, be empty.
So there you have it, folks. Bicycle accidents can be a lot less painful. If people want to get in touch with you, because we're going to be doing more of these informational things. I want him to do a demonstration. I want him to talk a little bit about some of the components, specifically where it's good for health or martial arts protection or whatever. But for right now, what's a good way to get in contact with you so they might be able to find out about classes or individual work?
Certainly. I have a website that's Goldens, with an S, taichi.com. So it's GOLDENSTAICHI.com. And that's has my contact information, a little bit more information about me and Tai Chi, what I believe in. And also I can be reached by phone or text at 360-970-3371.
Would you give that one more time?
Sure. It's 360-970-3371. And there I'll be.
And that's Gene Golden. And remember his website, it's the plural of Goldens, taichi.com. Thank you so much for coming today.
Yeah.
And I look forward to doing the demonstration with you and then seeing how we can create a community that really will benefit from your expertise and your wisdom.
Thank you so much.
Good. Thanks for coming. And this is John Mason. Again, I'm with the Masters of the Journey. We're a Bellingham-based community where we work on consciousness. We believe everyone is a master. Sometimes we don't allow ourselves to believe that, but you have a story to tell. You can be of service to your fellow mankind and to children and to anybody else by sharing the wisdom of the experiences that you've had in your life. And that's the primary function of Masters of the Journey. You can look us up because you found our YouTube channel. This is where this video is. See you in the future, and I'm going to turn this off because Gene's going to get set up to do a demonstration for you. Part 2. Thank you.